Greetings everyone. Today I would like to talk random stuff about the one kind person called Genghis Khan. And you know that he was a kind person. He did not discriminate, this religion, and he wasn't a racist. I also noticed that my subscribers were quite compassionate, kind and understanding people. It is because in my previous video I told you that I was a racist. So my videos have some kind of a racist spices. So thanks for staying, and maybe someone unsubscribe it. I'm very thankful that most of you are staying here. So there's a question: who is a racist? Of course, a racist is someone who is very proud of his, race. I wonder how many Asians are proud to be, Asiat. So power to the yellow power, or this power to Asians, something like that. So someone who is very proud of his heritage, or someone who is ancestor worshipper, is going to be, of course, a racist. Also, I think racist is someone with xenophobia, or someone who thinks that everything that is gaijin is evil. Gaijins are these troublemakers, something like that. So I guess I have a lot of these family members who think that foreigners are like troublemakers, something like that. And I still have some family relatives in Europe, and I wonder when they are going to return home. So in previously I told you that everyone was in Britain came back. So if this economic condition in etc is going, if this karma is going to pollute or this go down, every Mongolian should return to their homeland, I think. So today I would like to just talk about the kind person called Genghis Khan. And since I am talking about this culture, and especially about the beliefs and faith, I would like to focus on Genghis Khan's beliefs. So who is a Genghis Khan? Genghis Khan is someone who has these all good qualities. I mean, previously I talked about this Buddhist Bible called The Way to Enlightenment. This is going to be Tibetan and Mongolian Buddhist Bible, and on this Bible they say humanity is wish for this. They have this wheel of Dharma or Dharma chakra, and there's 8 path, and they say that humanity wish for 8 good stuff. First thing is going to be, of course, a good, this life, and second is good look, or this handsomeness, and perfect origin, perfect speech, perfect, being rich, and strength and male sex. So they are not talking about this kindness. People want to become a kind is not what people wish. Of course, they are saying that you can achieve this stuff using kindness. So I guess people wishing for a kindness is stupidity. I mean, you simply should be kind. But some people need some brain power. I mean, intelligence or wisdom. You know that Western world is quite scientific, and they create this these computers, etc, etc. And in order to create such stuff, you need a lot of brain power. So they are not saying that one must wish for intelligence. So Buddhism totally rejects that humanity wishes for intelligence, and they are this saying that this good origin, money, etc etc is, I think it's something that is related with the human greed. So it is said that Genghis Khan has all these Buddhist qualities. He has a male sex, he has a strength, he usually believed to be very good looking, and he is, also he can be very smart, and he has, of course, influence, and he has this, a noble origin, and of course he's going to be the one of the richest and generous lords, and etc., etc. So Genghis Khan had all these good, both these good qualities, but what he did was, world conquest. So one must have, this. I guess one needs to have some kind of kindness. So today I have this book from a person called Natsik Dirch, and this book is all about this life of Genghis Khan, and he's this book was using a lot of sources, and this book is a mix of this mainly it used secret history of Mongols and other foreign sources. So Genghis Khan believed in afterlife. Since I'm usually talking about spirituality, faith, and etc., etc., I would like to focus on the beliefs of Genghis Khan. So there's this myth that Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan married with this Tangut woman queen, and she somehow cut his this male part, and she somehow killed the poor this old king. But this person says that this is going to be a very big lie, because Genghis Khan died at age of 66. It's going to be very old age, and he also complained about his health. And in a place called Arbuch, he fell from a horse, and after a few days, his body became good, but he constantly having this pain in his body. So he said, "Сур дөрөө сунтал төмөр дөрөө дүлийтэл жиж их улсыг зовн зүдэн зөнхлөх хураахын цагт ийм зовлон эс үзлээ." When I was conquering, and when I was this having iron stirrups, and this leather this how to say, when I was uniting my people, I did not suffer it like this. Ирмэг цагаагчтай унан ишгэн дахаа бүгдэрч энэ олон улсыг хураахад ийм зовлон эс үзлээ. When I was riding my this white horse, and when I was having my this sheep this dell, something like that, and when I was conquering this many countries, I did not face it such a suffering. Урд төрлийн минь үр төлөөс юм болов уу гэж зарлиг болгосон гэдэг. Maybe it is because of my previous life. So Genghis Khan believes in rebirth. So it is possible that he was reborn again in this in the past history, but I guess his this next report wasn't this quite influential. So the person believes in this rebirth or this next life. So I want you this pay attention to this Tuva shaman's words. The Tuva shaman say that shaman's life can be long, at the same time short, and it is possible that two shamans will fight each other and create some quarrel, and the stronger shaman usually eats the soul of a weaker shaman. And this is totally opposite about human soul being immortal. In some places, shamans will tell you that human soul is not immortal, and if you watched my videos, when you hear that Irlik Khan consumes human souls, you will immediately know that Mongols have this idea that human soul is not an immortal. This soul cannot, reborn again and like be forever. Human soul is believed to be, mortal. And if you cannot find, body for like 300 years or 400 years, you lose, you lose your soul. Your soul is, is divided into, pure energy, and the consciousness is like lost. So you must know that human soul is sometimes believed to be not immortal, and there is this duty to save your soul by making a baby. So let us continue. So Chinggis Khan talks about why he ruled, why he this have come to this this world. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. So well, he is saying that when I wasn't a king, people in this Mongolia had no respect towards each other. Children are not respecting their parents. Rich people are not helping to the poor. Men is not don't trust to their wives, and wives are not this obey their husbands. And this is completely chaos. I guess this is something that this is still existing here in Mongolia. And speaking of this, rich people is not helping to these poor people. I know that there is a lot of something that is here in Mongolia, and one of my family members like worked for 2 years in one office, and this office sometimes did not give the salary. So it was quite painful to work for this company, and he somehow lost his this patience, and he was he wanted to get fired. And not only they didn't sometimes give the salary, they also did not pay this health insurance for 2 years. So this somehow these bastards live in have this their company in the center of Ulaanbaatar with this like this this mirror tall sky buildings. So so he is saying that he is here to this create order and justice. So he created a lot of these laws, and he created this also a lot of laws about environment, how to protect it, etc., etc. And there is some kind of a smart dude called Karl Marx. Karl Marx. So this dude mentioned about the Genghis Khan's this law, and he's saying that there are people called Darkhang, and these Darkhang are going to be people who don't pay taxes, people who take what they hunted, or what they got from a war, and they have a right to visit the king anytime they want, and they can commit a crime 9 times, and crime is going to be stealing, killing. So you can kill and steal like 9 times, and there will be no punishment for these people. So he is mentioning that such this bizarre or this law can be possible when their society is a warlike and half civilized. So dude is saying that we were like half civilized, etc., etc. So of course everyone knows that Chinggis Khan was like this shamanistic dude, and he constantly spoke of he worshipped to this mountain, and he is believed to be the son of heaven, and he constantly says that I rule because of heaven's order. So until he died, he was shamanist, but he used shamanism to conquer his people or conquer the Mongols, but he did not use this shamanism when he was conquering the world. He used Buddhism, Islam, and Christians and Nestorians, and it is also said that it was impossible to push shamanism to these other people. So he was quite tolerant, for these foreign religions. So this author is also saying that бөө мөргөл бол бусад шашинтай эвлэрэхгүй шууд дайсагнадаг байжээ. He is also saying that shamanism is not type of religion that is tolerant towards foreign religions. Well, that's going to be pretty much for today, and thanks for watching and thanks for staying.